We're going to put it straight to you. The problem here are the white people. Because of profits. They control the South African economy. They are saying it in our faces that we are in control of the South African economy. It doesn't matter who is in control as government. And as a result, so they pride themselves to say we are in control. We even control government. As a result, we're saying we the black people are going to stand up and mobilize ourselves and take our land. We've got evidence to that effect. So even those who claim to be commercial businesses, we know you are there as a result of this. And we even did a mistake in law. No one needs to explain to any white person what they did in dispossessing black people. Even if they have established commercial farms or established schools or any establishment they have done, that video is telling a white person who is unsuspecting to say you dispossessed people when they owned the land. Today we are labeled with a belittling label of being a labor tenant. You are telling a person who once owned the land through their forebears. Today it is a white man who's a landowner. Blacks are now tenants. And this is entrenched even in the governmental systems and the language and the labeling. When you say landlords, it's no longer blacks, it's whites. That's a correction we must make. Two, may I say, when I saw the minutes of the Native Affairs Department in 1960, the title of the minutes said, this is the right time to take the land of the Mthethwas in Paul Pietersburg to give it over to other tribes. I saw those records with my own eyes and I was in pain. And you know when did they take them? During the death of Inkosi uMandla kaYise Mthethwa in 1960. They said Mthethwas will be in mourning the whole year, so take their land now. The culture does not allow them to interfere with other people, at least while they are mourning. It will be after mourning that they will come. By the time they come, their land will be gone. This is the practice of Roman, Dutch and British law, the white man's law that is being used to now return our land. We must now go through the eye of a needle to conform to Roman, Dutch and British law when our land was never packaged by Romans and by the Dutch and by the British. That's an error. So when land is being returned, KwaMthethwa, you are not doing us a favor, neither government nor white people. You took our land, you are just returning stolen property. And that must be clear. So I don't need to account to anyone. What am I doing with that land? It is my inheritance through my forebears. The same way the farmers are claiming ownership of the farms they're sitting on. They say, here is made you the fatherland. But a black person cannot say the same thing. To say, this is my father's land. And I must explain to a white person. And I must go to court to explain myself. And yet, when a white man says, this is my father's land, it's understandable. When a black man says, this is my forebears' land, it's not understandable because the law we are using is very wrong. Let me go and say, I'm noting Alzu. I know Alzu is a big business in Mpumalanga. Even some of the toll gates, you'll see Alzu, eggs, Alzu. So it is a deliberate intention to take money to give to an established business under pretense that they will manage that money properly to then give black people an empowerment. The opposite is true. They're chowing the money, they're chasing out the people, and there's no accountability. I will follow that up. I know those guys. And they are both in mining, they're in Mpumalanga. So I'm picking that one up. Let me say the same applies with Optima Mine, that I also know. Agri SA, you are saying you are a legal body. You are not a legal body. You're using the law to defend commercial farmers who are sitting on a land that was taken through Forced Removal Act. And I know the following stakeholders who benefited, and you are one of them as Agri SA, because you fall under the bracket of commercial industries. And then you are part of the British, you We are part of the apartheid regime, the democratic dispensation, the mining houses, property association, service delivery council, Sanram, commercial industry. These people made money when blacks were removed, especially Amakos in 1913. The beneficiaries to that process, it was yourselves. And now you're using the law to defend against anyone who touches anything that is making profit for you. And you not classify yourself as commercial farmers, as if you are doing farming for us, whereas you're doing farming for yourselves and you're giving even to the abroad countries. During the Ukraine-Russia war, we saw farmers in South Africa complaining of the ship that are sending food to Europe, which are now stuck. As a result, they needed government intervention. Using the farms here, and you are obstructing the land return process because you are doing business abroad and you are gaining foreign currency. We know who are these people. And it is the same farmers who are your members who are ill-treating these people. That's why I was questioning, what's the role of Agri-SA? Are they going to take accountability for the ills that are done by individual members of Agri-SA? Agri-SA are the culprits in this case. But